Hello friends, welcome to yet another emulator. Today we're, in emulator mode. So today we are visiting the wonderful world of Vanguard, Saga of Heroes, another SOE game that got laid to rest in 2015, I believe. Or maybe it's 2014. I don't know, it went to the wayside when Sony ditched all its games. Vanguard was a very complicated game when it came out. There's a lot of facets to this game that should have been explored but weren't. Let me fix this window. There we go. So we're going to create a new character. So we have a bunch of races. Humans, dwarves, halflings, high elves, lesser giants. You can see the race list is quite high. And they all have different abilities, and crafting was a thing, and so was basically a little card game that they called Diplomacy. It was fascinating to play, but the graphics are extremely dated. And the combat is very, very old school. If you don't mind those things, this was a really good game. I enjoyed playing it when it was out, but I have to admit, I had an occasion where when the server came out, it had a bunch of different problems. And every once in a while it would crash. Well, one time it crashed and they did a rollback. And I had been working on crafting for 3 hours. And they rolled it back 3 hours. So 3 hours of my time were completely wasted. Now, they had made a server announcement saying that they were refunding or advancing you levels based on your time that you'd spent. And that sounded really cool. So I waited for 2 more hours for a CSR to get with me to handle my experience loss. And at the time, the CSR told me that they can't refund crafting time lost or items that you spent while you were crafting, and those, even after the rollback, had disappeared. So I had lost a significant amount of gold and a significant amount of time and a boatload of resources. So I have to admit, I rage quit for a while. And that was not my proudest moment. So let's go with a human. And we're going to go with... I don't remember much about the classes in here. I seem to remember I had a human ranger. Is that going to be enough? Let's choose the Isle of Dawn. Good enough. Okay, so we are created. Now I have to define our proportions. And as you can see, there is very little. This makes you wider and thinner. And that's it. And you can actually increase and decrease your head size and width. Pounding headache. And neck length. I mean, they really, really tried to make this, to give it depth. And we're a ranger, so we're going to need longer arms. You can see there we go. The depth of options that you have. You can define the body mass of your cranium. Make sure head swell is just extreme for 2005. It may not be a lot compared to today, and in fact, actually, it is more than some games have today. You just don't realize it because a lot of these sliders are no longer in place. And that's okay. But this game had so much detail. It was so overachieving. And it had a really hard time making those achievements happen. Oh, I don't want to save the template. I just want to finish. And the reason we're doing these emulators is because I would like to play a game, but the client is being a pain in the butt. And as you can see, the running is very basic. And this guy tells you about what's going on and what's happening. Looks like questing is working. And you have a compass up here. And it shows you your direction for your next quest. And back then, that was a pretty darn big thing, because that did not happen. See? And as you get closer, the bar gets wider. So this directional thing was... Tree fell down on me. And we get... Can listen to our story, or we can keep going. I guess we have to listen to our story. Listen to our story, and now we're 12.66% through a level.
May you never miss the sunrise.
And this was the questing system in this game, which back in the day was really more than you could expect. I don't remember the Isle of Dawn. I don't believe I started there when I started playing. I think I started in the hometown. I don't remember any of that. There's Veteran Six Fish. Now, Vanguard had one of the most complex crafting systems in the game. You built things in stages, and you could impact things based on stages, and you had to spend points in order to build things. So as you went through and built something, you could run out of points and not be able to finish it, so you had to budget your points and pray that you had enough points to overcome difficulties that you had while you were crafting. I wonder if combat's working. There's a podling. Can we shoot it? I don't think so. Where's our skills? Abilities. Blade of Winter. Favor the Swift. Crafting. Oh yes, Diplomacy. General. Yep, combat's working. I think we had a... Yes, we did. We had some skills. A global cooldown. Look at all this. We have to kill 5 of these. Got some heavy leather gloves and bones. And this got a very good macro system with it as well. You could make macros based on key presses and such. And there's your hate list. And we finished our quest. So as you can see, this plays a lot like a lot of other games. We have rewards we can pick. Now we have to obtain some seeds. Seems to want to take us to him. Let's track this quest. And you can see the terrain is not exactly great. There's our crafter. And see, there's diplomacy. I don't know if diplomacy is working, but we don't have any crafter presence, so I don't think we can do it. And God, I haven't done this in forever. So we open, and we try to get a number of points. He played those, so we'll listen. And now I have to listen because we're out of cards. And we're losing. Quite handily. And it tells a story over here, too. And I won. Amazingly enough. Everybody sounds like they have a sore throat. Instructor. I mean, this was an awesome game at the time. A lot of it is nostalgized more than anything. Because by today's standards, it's not really an awesome game anymore. It has problems. The graphics are dated, even more so than some other games. The beauty of this game was it was one of the first games to allow you to do water travel, so you could own a boat. And you could own a big boat. You could own a really big boat, actually. And there was housing, among other things. So there was a lot you could do. Apparently that guy's got some quests for us, but he's invisible. It was very easy in this game to get into an area you probably didn't want to be in. Too high for your combat level. There was no clear distinction when you had exceeded your abilities. I just can't get to the other side of this wall. Crazy homeless villager. So there is some enemies. I think they're a little too high for us at level 2. But we'll see what we can do with them. Yeah, we're taking some damage. And this is what I mean by getting in over our heads. Because I think we're going to die here. Yep, we're going to die. Let's see what we got in our inventory. What are we wearing? Pristine chicken feather. Alright, so gloves of the hero are 5 armor class, and these gloves are 4 to 5. Sleeves 10. There we go. Get a little bit more hit points, a little bit more. But as you can see, the game does have depth. There's a good deal you can do with this. And it will teach you how to do diplomacy. If you think you want to learn, it's not horrible. It's actually quite fun. But I don't remember my way around. Can we swim? I think we can swim. I don't think swimming is a skill. Like a skill. Breath works. Swimming works. That's level 5. Maybe we can take out this toad. Maybe not. So as much as I enjoyed this game in its past, it definitely had challenges that it needed to overcome. Seen some combat. Combat's working. Quests are working. Diplomacy's working. I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. We may come back to this one and actually do some leveling here and see how this goes. But like I said, the graphics not exactly what you'd call state of the art anymore. But that's okay. Nobody says it has to be. There's just so much you can do on this server. Or in this game. It's really deep to explore, and I don't think we have time to do that right now. I think we just need to, even fishing was complicated. I think right now we could just say this emulator is working. What level was that guy anyway? Level 4. Check out a couple more of those frogs. Maybe we can take them. But that's all my time for today on Vanguard Saga of Heroes emulator. Yeah, if you guys want me to play more, I definitely will. It seems like this one's working, and I'm really racking my brain for remembering. See how the bridge is arced? That's so boats can get through. Because the boats were rather large, so you could build a raft and you could build a huge ship. But yeah, if you want to see more of this, let me know. I would be happy to do more playthrough. But I'll put a link up to where you can check it out yourself. If you remember this game, then you're old, just like me. But let me know if you want to see me play some more, or if you want to join me and we can all play. Could do that. There's not much going on in Galaxies right now, so maybe a new emulator like this one would be a good break for us. So yeah, let me know what you think, and definitely check it out if that's the case. I think some of the new lands are broken still, but it'd take us a little while to get to 50. Anyway, that's it for now. As far as emulators go, this one's way better than the Matrix Online as far as completion, and definitely more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was just going to be another walking simulator, but we're actually able to complete quests and do things, and okay. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to leave your comments on this. Let me know your experience if you ever played the game. And if you didn't, you kind of missed out on a lot of history. A whole lot of SOE history about contention and problems and whatnot. But if you want me to continue playing, let me know. If you want to play along with me, let me know that too. We can definitely check the game out together. It's been so long since I've played this, I barely remember what I'm doing. But while we were on the subject of other emulators, I thought I would see what this one was doing. And there's one more we're going to take a look at. So be ready for that. Anyway, that's it for Vanguard for now. If you guys demand it, I'll play it. If you don't care and I don't get any response, then I may play it on my own and do brief updates, or who knows, depending on my time. But I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.